Hey guys, Earl here with CSI with another episode of The Breakdown. In today's episode, we're going to be going over a terrazzo restoration we performed here in Chicago, downtown Chicago, at the Crowne Plaza Hotel. They're going to be opening a new restaurant. It's going to be called the Rye, R-Y-E. So we got called in on this project. The chief engineer found us on Google, and we were brought in to assess the floor. They are renovating this whole space to prepare it for opening. Our part of the project is the Terrazzo Floor. Let's take a quick moment and walk through the project. As you can see here, past these sliding metal gates, you'll see where the rug used to be. All the tacking from placing of the rug, all that is adhesive that we have to remove. They removed the rails for us. They cleared the space. There is a pre-existing coating on this floor and some staining. Over here by the main entrance on the door, there's a long red spot. This red spot here probably was caused by wine. Now, the thing with terrazzo, the composition of terrazzo is pigmented Portland cement with aggregate like marble or granite or even glass broadcasted into it as it's poured. After terrazzo is poured, it is then leveled out. You'll see metal trims around it. They grind it, they hone it and polish it, and then afterwards they seal it. So when a terrazzo floor is installed, that is how it is put in place. We're getting in on this project to restore the floor. So whoever had the space prior probably put a wax or something on there just to make it look nice. Fortunately for us, this space is wide open. Now, some of the challenges on this project is it is an old floor with staining. Another thing is we are working around the refinishing of wood. So there's a wood contractor here sanding the floor. There's electricians, plumbers, ceiling people. We're having to work around a lot of contractors, and the design team is in and out looking at the space for final positioning of tables and things like that. Also, the countertop people are coming in to install countertops. So as you could see, it's a hot mess. There's a lot of moving parts going on in this project. And the thing is, as we work on the main part of the floor, everyone is walking on our floor. So this is definitely challenging. However, doable in speaking with our point of contact to coordinate everybody involved in this project so that we're not in each other's way. We understand where everyone's working, and we kind of work around them so everyone can get their work done. It can be a little frustrating at times. However, at the end of the day, everyone wants to just get their work done and keep the project moving forward. One of the key points on this job every day is knowing where we ended up every day to make sure we hit our benchmarks, communicating with our point of contact, the people managing the project day to day, and then establishing what we're going to do the next day. So to give you a service recap, this job is just under $7,000. It's a 5-day project. 4.5, 5 days. And the only reason why it's extended 5 days is because we have to work around a lot of other contractors. So the service type for this project is a full restoration. We grinded this floor down at 100 after removing the sealer, the wax on there, and we brought it all the way up to a nice polish. Now, the lead on this project does not want this floor ultra shiny. They want a nice sheen to it. However, they don't want it so shiny that it's going to be hard to maintain. Once people start coming in and using the space, the shinier the floor, the more wear it's going to show. So by keeping that balance of having a nice gloss versus ultra shiny, it's more practical for them in a day-to-day operation and maintenance. So here at the middle of the project, you'll see our guys grinding here. You'll see the machines moving, vacuuming. Up here on the second landing, We're working on the area right here by the kitchen, going towards the side bathrooms there, those little hallways. To be honest with you, these areas here surrounded by the wood and those smaller areas are actually more time consuming and harder to work on than a wide open space. Why is that? Well, we got people refinishing wood. So it's challenging to not damage the wood. You'll see we taped around the edges. We're doing all the edge work by hand. So when we get to the main space, we have more liberty. So you see at the bar area here, we removed the kick plates where you put your feet by the bar stools. That made it easier for us. And the railings, the safety railings were also removed. So as we progress on this project day to day, the contractors seeing what we're doing, what they're doing, and seeing really where the floor is going to be. And right around the third day, we had, the issues with the red staining. We were able to reduce that down maybe 80%, 85%. However, that staining bleeds all the way through into the stone, which is, this pour is probably about 2 inches thick. And so there's no guarantee that we can remove all that staining. However, we were able to remove about 80% of it. And by the time they place all the tables and stuff in there, you're hardly going to see it. Plus the lighting is a little bit different here as well. In a restaurant situation, they like to dim the lights a little bit so that, to create an ambiance. In a restaurant setting, they like to dim the lights down to create the ambiance, especially for dinner. So at the end of the day, once everything gets put back, it's going to be barely noticeable. So on this project, I would say for the most part, everything went the way we wanted it to. Everybody was informed in the day-to-day. We're able to coordinate with the wood people, the ceiling people, electricians, the person installing the metal gate door, the sliding door there. It all went pretty smooth except for one thing. There are some bolts sticking out of the floor, which are the mounting bolts for the guardrails. And in refinishing the floor, our guys hit those bolts and broke it. Is it a big deal? No, because you could just always re-anchor into terrazzo. However, it's an inconvenience. When it happened, we made sure we contacted the lead on the project, made him informed of the situation. And though he wasn't pleased that it happened, he understood that it does happen. And during the course of the work week, some people have tripped over those bolts on the floor because you could barely see them. So let's recap this project now. At the end of it here, let's look at some after pictures here. You can see the floor is even, nice, bright. We're able to give them what they asked for within the time frame that they needed. Our contact was very happy with the efficiencies of the in and outs of every day. Our working window was, we can get there as early as 7 a.m., but 5 p.m. was our total absolute cutoff. And what you're looking at is roughly 3,000 square feet of space. With that said, guys, thank you very much for watching the breakdown. Again, we make the breakdown for you. Maybe you have a project like this. Maybe we can help you out. If you're interested in anything we do, just go to the links below. Our website is on there, phone number, email. Again, my name is Earl. You can always call me at extension 104, I believe. Thank you so much for watching the breakdown. We'll see you on the next one.